Hello and welcome to the SD Sales dashboard. This demo shows the Pentao subconnector by it-novum is able to read, display and analyze complex substructures. This dashboard relates only to the SD module made by sub. By using our Pentao subconnector, it is possible to read subdata from sub-BIW and sub-ERP. To show how the Pentao subconnector works, we have produced two videos. In this video we present the result of the ETL process. In the next video we will explain the inbuilt functionality of the connector and how the ETL process is built. Now let's take a look at the dashboard. The dashboard contains historical and predictive data. The type of the data is indicated by its color. The blue one represents the historical data and the orange one represents the predictive data. For this reason the dashboard contains two different selections for time periods. One called period, what is focusing on the historical data, and one C period, what focuses on prognostic data. This selection level reflects the company structure that you can find on a sales distribution with the transaction SPRO in your subsystem. This structure enables you to do industry-specific analysis. You can select here the company code, sales organization, sales channel and the branch. This box reflects the order values, or rather different values behavior over time. The values in this container are accumulated on a daily basis. Here you can see the net proceeds, the contribution margin and also the loss of value due to order being returned. The calculative returns represent the order value which lie in the future. The calculation is based on the order amount of the contained day multiplied by an exceeded value of 75%, since not all orders are fully completed. At the first glance, the line graphs look like the same, because they have synchronized behavior. If we take a closer look at the values, we will see slight differences, like here. Using the example of R100, we can see that the selection did not provide any data. An error message in the dashboard informs us that we should change the parameters. It might be helpful to change the period which you select. Therefore, we'll go to the date of the period and then select data range. Now we set the new start date that lies farther in the past. Now we get data. On the predictive level, it is possible there is no data too. To get data, we can try to change the calculation period. Therefore, we'll go to the end date of the C period and select one date that lies farther in the future. We see we get no data, so we can say that there are no orders for the corporate structure in the future. Now we change the company code to 1000. So we get forecast values again. In the right box of this dashboard, we can see two bar graphs. The left bar chart shows the 10 most valuable customers in relation to past order values, and the order values related to the future in the right box. The button below the right bar graph will lead you to Pentao Analyzer, allowing you to further analyze the selected and prognostic data. Here you see the 10 most valuable customers in terms of request materials that will be needed in the future. You can simply drag and drop the provided fields from the left to the table. For example, we take the order quantity to the analysis. The menu on the right allows you to switch from the table to chart mode to create different charts. As an example, we will now create a pie chart. Before we do that, we pull the material out of the analysis so that the pie chart becomes more clearer. Using the gear in the menu, you can download the result of the analysis as a PDF. Now let's go back to the dashboard. Now we change the branch to get new data. At the top left of this dashboard, you can access to the geomap via the menu. The order values per customer in the future are displayed here with markers. The order forecast value per customer reflects the total of all orders between the selected start date and selected end date of the calculation period. Now let's take a closer look at one customer. Here you see the customer Institut für Umweltforschung. For him we have an order forecast value over 2.5 million euros in the period from today to year 2030. Now let's look at what exactly happens when we change the calculation period to the 31st of August 2018. We see that the order value of customer Institut für Umweltforschung has changed. The reason is that the period has been shortened and so some jobs are eliminated. Finally, we want to show you that it can be happen that customers appear in a dashboard but not in the geomap. The reason is that in some cases no address was entered for the customers in the subsystem. An example of this is seen when we change the company code. The dashboard shows us 2 customers and the geomap only 1. At this point we would like to thank you for your interest in our Penthouse subconnector. If you want to know more about how the Penthouse subconnector works and which steps we are taking for the data collection, then click on the next video. Thank you and have fun.